Hello, Truth Seekers, and today is Truth Seeking Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022. It's 11:16, and I'm coming with just another quick little truth seeking, something to talk about. My question for today tonight is, can we, as a black community, really call the police for help if we need it? Now, this is a question that I bring up because, like I said, I had an issue in 2020 where Dean Perch assaulted me, accosted, called me all kind of N-words. And when the Commerce Township sheriffs came, I was questioned and, I had to defend myself, and I was questioned and, said that I was using a deadly weapon, which was pepper spray. And this man did all kind of things. And it's like, what? I called you guys to help me. Well, I begged for the people in the gas station to call you guys to help me. And you're coming on the scene with this white supremacist, and you guys are coddling this man. You all are telling me, well, if we took him to jail, he would only be in there for a few hours. And I'm thinking to myself, like I said to them, well, if it was me doing this type of thing, you all would have probably killed me, stomped me down, threw me down, broke my wrist back, killed me, shot me, anything, and I would have been in jail. So it's like, can we call the police? I mean, does it even make natural sense at this point as far as things are going on with the way these race soldiers, some of them, allegedly, some of them, not all police are bad. Let me make that clear, because a lot of people are that ignorant that they don't want to, think rationally. So I have to repeatedly repeat allegedly, and some of them, because it is some of them. It's not all police officers, all sheriffs. It's not all judges. It's not all, etc. I think you all get my point. I'm going to have to start making disclaimers at the beginning of my video so I don't have to keep repeating this. It's crazy to me. I had an issue out in another city in Oakland County a few years back where I had to pull my dependent out of a predominantly Caucasian school because, one of the children, let me not say children, one of the young adult minors at the school jumped on a Cadillac I was driving. And it just went downhill from there, because this young Becky in white supremacist in training was telling me where to park. And I'm like, wow, you jumped on the hood of my car. And so when I went to report it to the school, the high school, apparently I said I would like to meet with this young girl's parents. At the beginning of the school year, I asked about the camera system. They're like, well, we have, 40 some cameras in the building, 50 some cameras outside. So they were telling me that they had plenty of cameras. When this happened, they didn't have any footage. Apparently the camera footage was hazy. When these white supremacists and these Beckys and Karens are doing things, or these Beckys in training are doing things, it just seems as if, when they're in the wrong, the camera footage is grainy. Just like when Dean Perch assaulted and accosted me, the sheriff rode up on the scene and said, well, we have cameras, you can put your camera away. And I was like, no, I'm going to keep the camera out, because you all, you know how that goes. A lot of us, we know how that goes. So, when I had to go to the sheriff's office, they were telling me that the footage was grainy and that they couldn't see what really happened and this, that, and the other, because this man was wrong. He accosted a total stranger, which was me, and he assaulted and harassed, and this man did the works. And so, just like at this high school, this little girl did the works, and then later on that week, her little Caucasian male friends, they saw me, and they rolled past and gave me the F you finger and said F you, the N-word. And so I went and reported that too, while getting the license plate to their vehicle they were in, because they had this presidential tent on their vehicles, which I noticed a lot of people out here that harass me have all this presidential tint on their vehicles, because I did say that I could see faces and I definitely do remember faces and license plates. So I guess people are going to, tint their windows up now, which is not going to stop me from reporting you and your vehicle or whoever's driving your vehicle if it's not you, if you're harassing me. So, you tint the windows up if you want. I mean, there's tint on certain things that I drive because of health issues. Yeah, but I notice a lot of these people, that are, somewhat harassing me. They got all this tint on their windows and everything. Like a license plate is not going to take you down, because it will. The police or whoever, if they're about the right thing, they'll get down to the bottom of whatever is happening, and you people will not prevail. It just, I try to have some type of something with the justice system. I mean, we know the justice system is not totally just for minorities, especially black people. We know that. However, like I said, out in this other city, I went and reported this child calling me the N word, and if I was some type of ratchet or savage, which through history, a certain race like to say, the white man's burden was dealing with savages, which were allegedly blacks or whatever, which I've only seen savagery and murder and, accosting and megalomaniac warmongering with certain people of a certain race. Not all people, but certain people of a certain race. So I mean, hey, I'm just gonna, shoe fits wear it. So let's just be totally honest here about things that's going on. So, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. So the school didn't do anything. I had to pull my dependent out, and it was sad because as I pulled her out because of safety reasons and whatever and whatnot, and reported everything to the police in that city, which they totally failed my child and they failed me, because the children were still driving past when they saw the car I was in and flipping me off and laughing and taunting and harassing. However, the police were definitely protecting these white supremacists in training, and they were making sure that if I drove down the street, they were following me. They were harassing me. They were doing all type of things for me. On the way to work, I took that street. I had to find a different way to go to work. So that I wouldn't be passing school where these young white supremacists, that had called me the N word, and I had to pull my child out, which the school said she dropped out, which she didn't. It was just a mess. So my question, because I could go on and I digress. Um, should we even bother to call the police? Now, I know that we should not take things into our own hands because it's not going to end well in our favor. However, when it comes down to defending ourselves to the fullest and doing what we have to do, I mean, we're going to have to, we have to do what we have to do. But, should we call the police or the sheriffs or whoever? I mean, when we know that they're probably going to come out and kill us or hurt us or beat us up, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about even calling the said police or sheriffs, because of the actions of this country. It's just so blatantly obvious that the majority of these white supremacists and race soldiers are hurting us. I don't know. I haven't lost all faith. I have not, because I do have faith that, like I said, not every cop is a race soldier. Not every sheriff is a race soldier, you know? So it's kind of hard to differentiate the two. We only have to know what we can go on when we see their actions. Should we or should we not deal with the police? I don't know. You guys let me know. And if you are ignorant enough or crazy enough or foolish enough to leave dirty negative comments, you'll be blocked. You'll be removed from my channel. You'll be muted. You won't be heard, you know. And let's just be civilized about this. I mean, you know, allegedly, a certain race is supposedly, allegedly superior, and, you know, they have the burden of civilizing savages, which is a joke. It's a lie. You guys let me know. I don't know.